Srila Gurudev would often begin his talks by transporting us to a different state, physical and spiritual. He would say, "Come with me to Vrindavan," a different state. And Radharani would say, "Vrindavan is in the heart." She told that to Krishna. And then she said, "So come with me to Vrindavan, to my heart." So when you realize Vrindavan in your heart, you also want to go to Vrindavan, which manifests from the heart. So when we perform our spiritual activities, we're coming to a higher place. When we are living our life properly, we're living in Dharma. And we are absorbed in many responsibilities. And this is a platform for us to be able to practice the highest form of spirituality, which is to Is it to transcend or to ascend? No, it's to go within. It's to go to Vrindavan. This is something I've heard very sweetly from Basanta Prabhu, that spiritual life is to go into the inner circle, the most intimate space within. So we get a chance to do this when we chant our mantras. That's why we put our hand here. We go into our heart chakra, into our heart center, and pray and meditate there. This is where the seed is planted in our spiritual life and where it can grow. And from that space, we have like an umbilical cord connecting us to something truly transcendent. So there are three main limbs of bhakti that are considered eternally perfect and pure and able to give you Swarup Siddhi. Our goal and what we are offering is Swarup Siddhi. That means the realization of your eternal form, nature, attributes, relationship, abode, home, family, friendship, love. And then we serve in this world as we can develop towards that plane. And so those three main processes are to hear and to perform, engage our bodies, our speech, that's kirtan, and then to meditate, engage our heart and our mind. So we hear, we engage our ears, bring it into our heart, then we engage our speech and our body, and then our mind. And so we do that through kirtan katha together, and we do it through Gayatri mantras. This is our process of meditation every day. So yesterday we spoke about Brahma Gayatri, Guru Mantra, Guru Gayatri, Gaur Mantra, Gaur Gayatri. In order to go to Krishna and Gopal Mantra, we have to take shelter of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu received Gopal Mantra and he chanted it. And when he chanted, he became maddened in ecstasy. He went and met his Guru Ishwar Puripad and received the Gopal Mantra. And when he came back home to his beautiful town of Navadvip, he was transformed. It was like he wasn't the same person anymore. People became confused. What happened to our Nimai, the Pandit? Now he has become bhavuk. That means his heart has become transformed. Some people couldn't understand and they said he has gone mad. Nimai has become possessed by a ghost. Nimai has vata rog, imbalanced airs. He's become pagal, mad. We sing a song, right? In our Kartik Brat, Dekite dekite buli bova kabe nijastula parichai. This is the process of Gayatri. When will that time come? Dekite dekite. We pray in the Gayatri mantras vidmahe. That means to know, to realize. So we pray, when will we realize? Therefore we meditate, and then we pray, when will I have darshan, prachodayat, when will I see? And therefore I worship you. And so therefore we pray, dekite dekite. I want to see two things. That's why it's dekite dekite, 2 times. Dekite means to see. Dekite once means bulibo, forgetting. Krishna says in the Gita, Mata smritir jnanam apohanam cha. I give you knowledge, I give you remembrance, and even very mercifully, I give you forgetfulness. Dekite dekite bulibova kabe. When, kabe, will I forget? Nija stula parichaya. The identification with this material form. How is that possible? The second dekite makes the first one possible. Nayane hiribo braja pura shobha nitya chidanandamoy. With these eyes, I will see the splendor of Vrindavan, the beauty of Vrindavan. And my relationship there, my form there, my attributes there, my family there, my love there, everything. And so Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave us these songs. These are Gayatri Mantra songs. It's called Siddhi Lalasa, praying for that Siddhi, perfection. And it's a gradual process revealed in the heart, but it is the aim of liberation given in the Gaudiya line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In the end of that song, Dekite Dekite, it says, what will happen at the end? Pagalini Prai. We become maddened. That is the aim. Right? You'll meet Basanta Prabhu in some decades, and he'll be mad.
Already.
Pagalini Prai. Prai means almost. It means sometimes you can hold it together. This is a very sacred process, but we're talking about the Gayatri Mantra, so we should understand what are we talking about. So Mahaprabhu became mad. And he came to teach us how to become mad. Follow my footsteps and become mad like me. And he made everyone mad who came in touch with him and whose heart was ready to receive that. Some were not ready, especially the air people. The proud people who are too intelligent, over-intelligent. The pundits. No. Don't sing and dance. Don't be joyful. Don't be happy. The be sad people. Study. And don't develop the mood of bhav, ecstatic devotion. Bhaktivinoda Thakur calls them the followers of Dhenukasura, carrying the heavy load of Vaidhi Bhakti, rules and regulation, but never wanting to go forward to taste the fruit of devotional experience, and also not allowing others to taste. Don't. Only do the ritual, don't experience the fruit, don't relish the fruit through the process of hearing, kirtan and smaranam, meditation. So Mahaprabhu began to distribute this. And he engaged his friends, his associates, Lord Nityananda, Radhar Pandit, Dvaitacharya, Srivas Pandit, and all the associates. And they began to spread that flood of prem, divine love, throughout the land of Gauda, throughout Bengal, throughout Puri, and then also Vrindavan. Go, distribute. Shobha. Bishtariche Shobha. That means distribute the effulgent love coming from the heart of Srimati Radhika, which is Vrindavan. Vrindavan is Krishna's home. It's the heart of Srimati Radhika. That's why Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. When Mahaprabhu is in Jagannath Puri, for some time he was preaching, sharing the message, but more and more he became on that inward path of bhajan, that inward path, and he would become lost to the external world because he came to relish those moods, and he distributed them through his associates. But he was relishing, and sometimes he would disappear and his associates couldn't find him. He would stay in a small hut, like we have a temple, and Thakurji is kept in the temple. Stay in the temple. We close the curtains, lock the door, stay in the temple. But Krishna is not static, he's ecstatic. He's very busy. Mahaprabhu would be in the Gambhira, and they'd lock the door, and then he's in the Radha-krishna Mat. So they would lock those doors, and they would have 7 gates. And then they'd come, his sevak would come, and you'd see Mahaprabhu is not there. In transcendental ecstasy, Mahaprabhu became mad. When he received the Gopal mantra that we're going to talk about next, he said, Kiba mantra dibe, kiba tarafal, japite japite, manera pagal. What mantra have you given me? And what is its fruit? Chanting this mantra, I have become mad. In the time of Lord Ram, this mantra was chanted by the sages of Dandakaranya forest, and they became similarly mad. And they saw Lord Ram and prayed for divine love, and he said, take birth in the land of Vrindavan. You will take birth as gopis, and you will meet me there as Krishna. So this is the Gopal mantra. Very powerful mantra. Therefore, Gurudev and Karthik would say, he would have Krishnadas Prabhu sing a special song. Bandhu sange jadi tava ranga parihas take abhilas Bandhu sange jadi tava ranga parihas. Be careful. Don't go to Keshi Ghat, because it's a very dangerous person there. If you have any desire left for material enjoyment in this world, family, friendship, these things, don't go see that Krishna. He will steal your heart. This is the power of the Gopal mantra. We think, oh, this is not so powerful. This is just something I do. But you're welcoming that personality of love into your life and saying, oh, like here's my heart like a flower, here's my heart like a flower, and Krishna's the bumblebee, he's going to drink the nectar. And what happens when the nectar is being drunk? It's a relationship. It's an experience. Bhakti is an experience. You think, oh, Krishna will take the flower-like heart and then that's it. No. The gopis said to Uddhava, my heart is gone. My mind is gone. Uddhava came to Vrindavan and spoke to them about knowledge. God is everywhere. And they told Uddhava, I don't have any mind with which to think about what you are saying to me. The only heart and mind I had was taken by Krishna. This is Krishna. He's very tricky, very crooked. Don't go to Keshi Ghat. You'll steal your heart, and then what will happen? You'll disappear. Narad Muni saw Krishna Krishna appeared before Narad Muni as a boy, stole his heart, disappeared. He said, how can I go on living without you? You're so beautiful. You've captured my heart. The soul has an eternal relationship with God. And you think, oh, I will see the Lord and he will accept me. And now I will be able to live life like a normal person. Don't go to Keshi Ghat. Okay? Don't go. So this is very dangerous. Don't take mantra. Be happy in this world. Don't take mantra. Gopal mantra is especially very dangerous. So Mahaprabhu would chant this mantra and he would disappear. They were searching for Mahaprabhu everywhere in Puri. Swarup Damodar Goswami, Gadadhar Pandit, everyone, all his associates, Govinda, Prabhu. Where is Mahaprabhu? Where is Mahaprabhu? One time they came searching for Mahaprabhu to the bank of the ocean. And they met a fisherman. And the fisherman was mad, possessed by a ghost. Everyone said the fisherman has been possessed by a ghost. He was wild. And he was saying, Krishna, 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 Krishna. And he was shaking, trembling, hair standing on end. And the fisherman thought, I've been possessed by a ghost. Why? He'd never had this mood in his life. All of a sudden, he was completely transformed. Swarup Damodar Goswami is very intelligent. He understood. He said, what happened? Oh, I caught a ghost in my net. Some person who had been possessed by a ghost, and touching them, I've become mad. So what happened? Where is that person? Where is that net? And they went and saw it was like the features had become transformed. Like Jagannath. Krishna becomes Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu becomes Jagannath. In ecstasy, his limbs become within him. His arms, legs, he becomes like a tortoise in ecstasy. Where is Mahaprabhu gone? Where is Mahaprabhu? Tell me, where is Mahaprabhu now? They thought, we must bring Mahaprabhu back. Bring him back. So they started Sankirtan. Swarup Damodar, Gadadhar Pandit began to sing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. They began to sing, all the devotees at that time. Then hundreds of devotees began to assemble, hundreds and hundreds, and all were doing Sankirtan. And all of a sudden Mahaprabhu, like he erupted in ecstasy and his limbs came out and he began to dance. And imagine that Sankirtan. But Mahaprabhu was very sad. Mahaprabhu, when the Kirtan became peaceful, Mahaprabhu was very shy. And he said, I don't want to be with everyone. And he told Swarup Damodar Goswami, oh, why did you bring me back? I was very happy. I was very happy. So this is how we go from Gaur Gayatri to Gopal Mantra to Kam Gayatri. Mahaprabhu said, where was I? So Gurudev describes, when he gives Kam Gayatri, describes the scene of radha-krishna's pastimes in the beautiful forest of Vrindavan by the bank of the Jamuna. I heard from Gurudev a few times. One time when I was 10, and later again in Navadvip, Gurudev said, "Hey, I already gave you, get out." At that time, I must have been like maybe 20. And Madhav Maharaj said, no, it's okay, you can sit. I wanted to hear again. That was on the roof in Navadvip near the Keshaji Gaudiya Math. They had a little room. Prabhuji bought him a house, so he would be separate from the noise. So both times, Gurudev spoke about the calm Gayatri in a similar way. So Mahaprabhu said, I was there. I am there. But he's showing in his pastimes as a devotee how we can also follow this process. But this was Mahaprabhu's mood. That when we're chanting these mantras, the heart and the Atma, the soul present there, can go beyond just the mortal constraints and mentalities of the body and the mind. The mind that we have now is attached to the body. It's attaching the soul to the body. And so mostly the mind is thinking about the body and the world manifested for the enjoyment of the senses and the universe around it that is all about how we, the soul, can be engaged in the external world of Maya to enjoy. We should understand that is our function as a mind. The purpose of the mind is to help us try to enjoy the external world. So it's our bridge between the soul to the body to the world so that we can enjoy our senses. So the mind is not our friend, but it can be, and it can help us be liberated. But when we are doing our meditations, we access something higher than the mind. It's beyond the mind. And it's coming through grace, and we're watering that seed of the soul by the mantra given by Guru, and that's how we transcend the body-mind experience and enter into the spirit or spiritual experience. So Mahaprabhu said, I am there, and he described the scene. There are different songs that describe this scene. Our Swami Prabhupada would always sing some very special song. Jai Radha Madhava Jayo Kunj Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Jayo Kunj Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Girivarodhari Jaya Girivarodhari Jaya Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Girivarodhari Jaya Girivarodhari. Prabhupada would sing. And he was not with us here. Why? To give mercy, to give grace, you have to be connected to mercy and to grace. Mercy and grace is not a material energy. Mercy and grace is the energy of Srimati Radhika. Our acharyas are all connected to her. Lord Nityananda connected. It's her Ananda Shakti. And so they are doing this, connected there, and giving this mercy. So this is one song we sing. Gurudev gives a specific meditation on this. And we're very lucky for us. Prabhuji is very merciful. Radharani is very merciful, right? And her devotees are her agents of mercy. So therefore he gives Thakurji. So it's not complicated for us. We don't have to meditate on something that we cannot see, worship, experience. We're not meditating on some imaginary thing. We are given a deity to worship that is a portal to our prayojan, our aim. Prabhupada is very merciful, giving us our aim and then giving us our process. So actually, we should understand Kam Gayatri. This mantra is Seva Kunj. Gurudev revealed like that. Kam Gayatri is Seva Kunj. Okay? So every day you get to worship Kam Gayatri Swarup. Very lucky. Sing for them, dance for them, offer food to them. Worshipping Kam Gayatri. Who is Kam Gayatri? Radha-krishna Jugal Swarup. So Mahaprabhu is teaching that I am not different from them. I am their manifestation. I am the mood, Srimati Radhika, and I am coming to give this as Sri Krishna. That's Mahaprabhu's desire. Mahaprabhu wants us to understand this and enter into this. That's why Mahaprabhu sent the Goswamis to Vrindavan, to reveal the pastimes of Radha-krishna. So, Gopal mantra begins. We have the same Bij mantra kling, and kling itself needs its own glass. But it's understood to be the Bij, the sound seed coming from Krishna's flute, which is an invitation. And this Gopal mantra has 3 names of Krishna: the all-attractive, and the giver of happiness, and the maintainer, and the beloved. These are the 3 names in the Gopal mantra. Krishna, the all-attractive; Govinda, the giver of happiness, the protector, maintainer; and the beloved, beloved of the gopis. Swaha means I offer myself to that personality. So don't chant. Better not to chant. Stay happy. But if you want bliss, then you have to go beyond material happiness. But Krishna is very merciful. He'll give happiness also. But he wants you to go towards that highest relationship. So now Kam Gayatri. Just to give the scene in simple form, you can meditate on this song, Jamuna Puline. Maybe we can sing it really quick, and I'll read the translation. Okay, it's page 130. This is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's meditation, and he's revealing an idea. And after that, we'll talk about very interesting topic, right? We have to talk about what is love. We have to talk about what are the flower arrows. We have to talk about who is the God of love and how we should stay away. But I'm setting that idea that Mahaprabhu is entering into these pastimes and teaching us how to enter into these pastimes. So Mahaprabhu is giving his shelter at his lotus feet by placing us at the feet of, you imagine now, before we sing this song, that Mahaprabhu is meditating on this scene here. This is the perfect moment. That's Kam Gayatri. Understand? Kam Gayatri is the perfect moment for God. And then it's expanding in his pastimes. So it's not a moment, it's dynamic. But for us, we meditate on a scene. That means mantra mayi upasana. When we chant our Gayatri, we meditate on the mantra. And so it's like a scene, an image. And that is our vigraha, our seva kunj. So Mahaprabhu, when he was in the ocean, he said, oh, I was there. Where was I? With radha-krishna, witnessing how they are on the bank of the Jamuna Paline, in the beautiful forest of Kadambas. And there's a beautiful 1,000-petaled effulgent lotus. You imagine the lotus Radha-krishna are sitting on. Very beautiful, very fragrant, soft. Radha-krishna are sitting there, and they're surrounded by their dear most intimate friends. Mahaprabhu said, I was there witnessing this scene. Jai Radha Madhava Kunj Bihari Jamuna Tire Banachari. So Mahaprabhu is there and he's saying, Diya Padachaya. I'm giving you shelter at my feet. That means I'm placing you nearby Radha-krishna and the Sakhis and Manjaris. What greater gift could Mahaprabhu give? He's saying, I'm giving myself. I am the manifestation of the effulgence of Srimati Radhika. That is Ananda Shakti in the center where all love comes from, Ananda, Srimati Radhika, and it's radiating outward. And this age is manifesting as the golden avatar, Shri Chaitanya. So he is telling us, come into the heart and see what I am meditating on. And when he's in the ocean, in ecstatic symptoms, he's witnessing those pastimes of Radha-krishna, and the example given, the scene that is set, is Seva Kunj. Jai Radha Madhava Kunj Vihari. And it's described in this song. Aji Jamuna Puline Kadamba Kanane Kiherinu Sakyaj. Aji Jamuna Puline Kadamba Kanane Kiherinu Sakyaj. Shama Vangsi Dhari Mani Mancho Pari Kare Leela Rasara Krishna ke liye Shudha Prashravana Krishna ke liye Shudha Prashravana Krishna ke liye Shudha Prashravana Astadala Pari Shri Radha Shri Hari Hasta Saki Parijan Hasta Saki Parijan Astadala Pari Shri Radha Shri Hari Hasta Saki Parijan Hasta Saki Parijan Sugita Nartane Shava Saki Gane Tusiche Jugala Dhane Krishna Lila Hari Prakriti Sundari Vishtari Che Shobhavani Ami Gare Na Jaibo Vane Praveshibo Olila Rase Ratare Tyaji Kulalash Bhajo Brajara Aji Tyaji Kulalash Bhajo Brajara Vinoda Minati Kore Vinoda Minati Kore Tyaji Kulalaj Bhaja Brajaraj Vinoda Minati Kore Vinoda Minati Kore Aji Jamuna Puline Kadamba Kanane Kiherinu Sakiya So this is explanation of Kam Gayatri. Introduction. Introduction. There is no explanation. Explanation means beginning, middle, end. Spiritual life has no beginning, no middle, no end. Eternal. Leela. Mahamantra, there's no beginning, middle, end of Mahamantra. It's eternal. Kam Gayatri, explanation, no beginning, middle, end. Why? Present, perfect, continuous. What is radha-krishna? What are radha-krishna doing now? We have to come to this understanding that spiritual life is present. God is present. Srimati Radhika is present. We are in the world of beginning, middle, end. But radha-krishna have no experience like that. So therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is singing, oh, what have I seen today? And we're praying, Vidmahe. Oh, I want to know. I want to realize, who is that Lord of love? A very dangerous kind of love. Love and attraction together. Different kinds of love. One kind of love means friendship, relationship, mother, child. This is prem. But Kam, another kind of love. More dangerous, more powerful. So we want to know that. That is Krishna. This is real Krishna. Realist Krishna. Krishna is also Gopal with Mother Yashoda. But who is realist Krishna? Beloved of the gopis. That's why from Gopal mantra comes Kam Gayatri. Gopi Janavallabhaya, beloved of the gopis. Then other mantras, no problem. You can worship Sakyaras, Vatsalyaras, parent mood, friendship mood. Brahma Gayatri also Radharani giving all rasas, no problem. Guru Mantra, Guru Gayatri, Guru giving all. Vishwambar, Mahaprabhu giving everything. But then Gopal Mantra, okay, Krishna, no problem. Govinda, no problem. Friend of the cows, friend of the gopas, gopis, the body, the senses, everyone. Govinda, no problem. Gopi Jana Vallabha, big problem. You chant and then it's, okay, forget very quickly. But from Gopi Jana Vallabha, it's like, whew. And then transportation. Then Kamadev. Then no Prema Dev. But we have to understand what is transcendental calm. And we have to understand something about love, which is that why this scene is very important, that here it's describing how radha-krishna are in a very sweet environment surrounded by their friends. So it's described that when we're on material platform of life, we think calm means lust and sensual enjoyment. But when we come to the spiritual plane of life, you're always enjoying. The motivation there is not the material enjoyment that we can experience in this world through physical intercourse. That is a very low kind of enjoyment. We are attached to that because the mind and the spirit is trying to enjoy through the body, through the mind, through the senses, this world. And we're in that mentality of being the enjoyer, purush. So everything in this world is for me to enjoy. That is calm, lust. But in the spiritual plane, it's not based on lust. It's something different. Rati. It's very deep bond, deep attraction, and it's truth in its proper existence, natural. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami describes that in that world, Prem Surya Bhaskara. Love is effulgent like the sun. So you can meditate, you see the sun, think that is love. And when you're in a cave and it's dark, that is lust. They're opposite. What is the difference between the sunlight and the darkness? One is illuminating, one is giving dark ignorance. And one thing we also have to understand, that the soul's nature is seeking happiness. So happiness is not wrong. Otherwise, our nature would be wrong. We should also understand that. Okay? Our purpose is to be happy. Purpose is not unhappiness. Purpose of life is not misery. So the soul's relationship with God is blissful. Ananda. Satchidananda. So the relationship between God and the soul is blissful. But in that spiritual plane, everything is blissful. So the question our acharyas present, Bhaktivinoda Thakur talks about this in Jaiva Dharma in the later chapters, our Guru Varga teach about this. The pinnacle of enjoyment there is not based on this material conception that we have around a kind of sensual or erotic love. That's not the ultimate fulfillment. That's an aspect. But the love between Radha and Krishna is something deeper than any kind of physical thing we can imagine with our minds. That's not what it is. It's something much more subtle. And that's why it's a meditation. You cannot easily define what is love in its highest expression. What is prem? Radharani says those who try to define it are fools. How can you define prem? And she says that those who have realized it, they can give some explanation, but also that is not complete. Radharani describes love in 4 or 5 verses. When Krishna came in a hidden form as a dancer, speaking about his own faults, Radharani was not happy with hearing Krishna's faults. And so she defended him. And she said that love manifests in a form that's sometimes contradictory. Sometimes it'll manifest as pride even, man, even though it's the most humble. Radharani says like that. When we're hearing the explanation of the Mahamantra, Radharani says in the last Ram Ram Hare Hare, Radharani's mood is, oh, Krishna is like Hare Hare, the lion, and I am just like a deer. And he's conquered over me. He has subjugated me by his love. And in Hare Ram, at that moment, she is Ram. She is taking on that powerful, dominant role. And Krishna is very happy. And Krishna is taking on soft role. But then Hare Hare again. So this interplay is there. But the idea here is that the bond in their relationship is not something we can comprehend just by our mind and our experience in this world. This is the first thing to understand. Make sense? No, it shouldn't make sense. That's why it's said that we're like a dwarf looking at the moon. Because it's something so high, we cannot understand it with our mind, body, and senses. We can experience it. It's an experience, not an intellectual pursuit. So Radharani told that to Krishna, that she said love is very powerful. She described it, in a kind of, you could say, around it. She described around love. And she said, you can't understand Krishna's relationship with the gopis and with us. She said, love is the most powerful thing. Love is the strongest force. I would say love is not material. Even right now, you can say, what is love in this room between devotees? What is affection with our guru? What is love? It's not, you can put, what are the elements of love in the periodic table? Someone can tell me how much helium, how much hydrogen, how much nitrogen, how much oxygen altogether. What is the molecule of love? What is the molecular structure of love? It's transcendental. So the idea here is that the relationship between Radha-Krishna, if we look at this scene, Kam Gayatri, this pinnacle of their happiness is in their sweet being together in meeting. How are they meeting? Radha-Krishna sitting together? It said, Prabhupada talks about this a lot. He says, if Radha-Krishna are there, but no Lalita Vishaka, no Rupa Rati, then this is like Vaikuntha Radha-Krishna, Swakiya Radha-Krishna, Goloka, not Gokul. It's Goloka, Vaikuntha. Radha-Krishna married, but Radharani will never be there with Krishna without Lalita Vishaka, Rupa Rati. Krishna's very naughty. She always wants her friends there protecting. Lalita Vishaka always there, and when Lalita Vishaka not there, Rupa Rati will be there. And if not directly there, then outside the Kunj, looking inside. This is how our Narottam Das Thakur sings. Ni kunjera dwari dwari rohi bogo. I am praying that I will be there, and there's like here we have, right? What is this called? Lattice. And the Kunj will be made like that. So it's very secret. Radha Krishna alone. But Manjaris will be observing. Krishna is acting properly. But the idea I'm trying to give here is that this meeting of Radha Krishna is described here. Asta dhalopari Shri Radha Shri Hari Asta Saki Parijan. On that beautiful transcendental lotus flower, Krishna and Srimati Radhika are sitting present together, surrounded by their Sakis. This is their perfect moment. Understand? This sweetness they experience in their love, it's not about the conclusion of their union. It's about the purity of their love in connection with each other, with their most intimate associates. Okay? God's perfect moment. This is Kam Gayatri. Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunj Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari. So, Kam Gayatri, Gopal Mantra, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari. So we're meditating on that. And we should understand that Kamadev, Krishna, Why is it Kamdev? In the beginning is Kamdev, and the end is Ananga. Worshipping that Ananga. Ananga means no form. That's the meaning of Ananga. In the end, Prachodayat Ananga. Oh, formless one? We're worshipping formless Krishna? No, it means that Krishna, Gurudev would say so many times, God is love, love is God. And we think, oh, this is a very sweet idea. Very like a sentimental platitude. God is love, love is God. We don't understand that in the highest reality, God is love, love is God. They are indistinguishable. Krishna is Ananga. We worship that Krishna who is love. And so if you want to worship God as the formless one, anyhow, you're worshiping Krishna. What is that effulgence of the Brahman, Brahma Gayatri? The effulgence of the sun. And what is the sun's effulgence? It's coming from the Brahma Jyoti. What is that effulgence? What is that effulgence? Third line of the song. Krishna Leela Hari Prakriti Shundari Vishtari Che Shobhavani Vishtari Che Shobhavani. That is why Kam Gayatri manifests in this world as Brahma Gayatri. And later on, we get the chance to chant Kam Gayatri by good fortune. You understand how Kam Gayatri is manifesting as Brahma Gayatri? Who's understood? Raise your hand. You understood? Vidmahe, she has understood. Okay. Tirtha's understood. Jainitai, something. Okay. For those like me, I'll say it one more time. So radha-krishna are now in their sweet meeting with their friends. This means this is their purity of their love. It's not about sense enjoyment. The more that it's an attraction, a rati that's pulling them together. So that's the pure form of love, like the effulgence of the sun. Prem Surya Bhaskar, the love is effulgent like the sun. So it's, what is it? It's you could say in this world, the strong nuclear force pulling things together from an atom to a molecule. This is sense enjoyment. Atom becoming a molecule, this is sense enjoyment. And then many molecules. This is sense enjoyment. And this is attraction. This is rati. This is not sinful. Krishna, in his relationship, this is pure. But this is just the result of the power of their attraction, that they cannot tolerate separateness. So even in the Mahamantra, when you chant, actual meaning of the Mahamantra is the love song between Radha-Krishna to rid them of separation, to bring them into union. And that is there encoded within the Mahamantra. All of their Leela is in the Mahamantra. That's why it's infinite. Mahamantra has no beginning, no end. That's why the sages will chant it 300,000 times a day. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Because this is a portal. We go into that Leela, and then it has no beginning, no end. That's why the sages can sit there and chant 9 years. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada chanted this mantra. 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day, then other Gopal mantra, 18 hours a day chanting these mantras. What does that mean? 18 hours, 1 hour, 5 minutes, no difference. When you're having a dream at night, how much time passes? So you go into that spiritual realm. So the idea here is that Bishtariche Shobhavane. Jiva Goswami, our Acharya, is right. Kam Gayatri, Radha-Krishna, from that relationship, that pure love, then manifest their effulgence. From there comes Brahma Jyoti. From there comes Sun God. From there, Sun comes effulgence. And then we say Vidmahe, Savitur, Varenyam. We honor, we venerate that effulgence of the Sun God. that is coming from the spiritual plane, the Brahma Jyoti, that is coming from Kam Gayatri. Kam Gayatri means the relationship between radha-krishna, which is spreading the effulgence of the sun of love. That relationship. And so they are sitting very sweetly. Sugita nardane shabashaki gane tusiche jughaladhan. And our Goswamis say that when they are singing, this song becomes the Vedic hymns. This song becomes all our stutis, all our prayers. It appears in this world as the personifications of all the Veda scriptures, shrutis. Soma, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Atharva Veda, Samaveda, all the songs, all the hymns, that is Shruti, it's of divine origin. What does it mean, divine origin? Sugita Nardane, Lalita Vishaka are singing. That's why we pray in Kartik month. What do we pray? O Vishaka Devi, when will you take me and teach me how to sing? O Radharani Gandharvike, when will you teach me how to play instruments? So that I can participate and serve in these leelas. So that's why Shruti Sastra is of divine origin. The Veda, divine origin, because it's coming from that divine source, where the Lord is with his beloveds in his perfect experience, singing, dancing, experiencing the interplay of their perfect love. That's Siddhi. People think perfection means some kind of attainment where we are powerful, we are knowledgeable, we have no problems, we have as much as we want, we become more and more like God. People think perfection means I become more like God. But perfection means I become more like Prakriti, Sundari. That how to please God, how to give pleasure. And this is the nature of the soul. And in this, there is a rati, a reciprocation, and a mutual attraction. Love has two banks, meeting, separation, and the current of love is the interaction between lover and beloved. And the soul and God, they're swept into that. And that current of that river has no shore, has no inception, has no conclusion. It's eternal. That relationship. And it said that relationship is therefore ever increasing in sweetness. So Bishtariche Shobhavane, and then that effulgence of their love is emanating, radiating throughout time and space, expanding. Bishtariche means expanding. That effulgence, it's described here. The beautiful spiritual energy expands the splendor. Okay, the expansion of the splendor of the meeting of Radha-krishna is manifesting. That is Shakti. That is Ananda Swarupini. So therefore, this is Kamdev, Krishna. And this is Yugal Nam, Radha-krishna together. Pushpa Banaya means, this is very, I'm apologizing. I'm not qualified to speak on this, but devotees are asking. And this is also instruction of our Guru Varga. Gurudev is smiling here. So please, this is not my ideas. Actually, I was given the service of working on the Gayatri book in 2016, I think. And some very deep topics. Jiva Goswami, Pad, Kaviraj Goswami, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. So what to do? Don't hear, don't watch, turn off the channel. What to do? But what can we do also? Right? We have our cafe. It's Bhakti Ras. Those who want, come and take. We cannot restrict. Kaviraj Goswami says, those who want this nectar, they can take. Most people don't, so no problem. Anyhow, they don't want. They are happy and enjoying in this world so many forms of degraded activities. This is the highest thing. So Pushpa Banaya means, it said that when that relationship of the soul and the Lord is developing, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes this in Jaiva Dharma. it's like your transcendental senses are awakening. The soul is now blossoming from the seed to the flower. So what is the flower? What are the flower arrows? Who is shooting them? Who is shooting at who? They're shooting at each other. This is holy. But ultimately, as we've been discussing, this is a relationship between Radha and Krishna. But also the soul is invited and can participate. And if that's the destiny of the individual soul, then participation will be there. So in Jaiva Dharma, Bhaktivinoda Thakur talks about this. When you achieve Vastu Siddhi, that means you're born in the land of Vrindavan. You can realize that in your heart, in this body, after a stage of bhav. Very, very, very high stage. Right? All unwanted things have been crossed over. Taste, attraction, attachment, bhav, ecstasy. And you can realize this in the pure form. And then upon doing that, when you give up this body, you can actually be born in Vrindavan. This can start to happen in the heart, but it will be perfected. That's why Radharani said, come to Vrindavan. My heart is Vrindavan. Come in my heart and then come with me on the chariot of my heart to Vrindavan. So in Vrindavan, Pushpavanai means the 5 flower arrows, one by one will steal away everything, all your everything, attachments, separate interest, anything separate. We've talked about this about dharma. Dharma means going closer to God. Adharma means going farther away. Everything that's taking you separate is adharma. And so don't do this, don't do this. People think rules, 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 rules. What is the real rule? This is causing separation and pain and suffering. Come closer. Come closer. So how do we come closer? These flower arrows. That's why in the end, Krishna is called Cupid, Ananga. Love has no form because love is God, but God has form. But it means, Ananga means that he's not limited even to one person. He is the soul of all souls. He is the heart of present, the super soul present next to every soul. And that relationship, when it starts to awaken, develop, that is called Gayatri. That relationship starts to manifest. Then, therefore we worship that Lord. Therefore Radharani says, when she discusses prem, love, she said, love is beyond any kind of limitation of this world of understanding. Krishna is, sometimes I am experiencing man, she says, anger, pride, but really she is the most humble. It's contradictory, but it's not. So it's said that Krishna is meeting with all the gopis, Gopi Jana Vallabhaya. Why? This is all Prakriti Sundari expansion of Srimati Radhika. Really, meeting of Srimati Radhika is there. And all her expansions, Krishna is meeting. In our line, we have a different mood. We don't have so much time now. We'll talk about that maybe next time. What does it mean to follow the footsteps of Srimati Radhika? What is the meaning of Radha Dasyam? Tat Bhavit Chamai? We can talk about that. But for now, we should understand that how the soul is developing a relationship with the Lord. And Vastu Siddhi, every sense. Hearing, one flower. Kling means Krishna's flute entering the ear and then coming into the heart. And then, if you're a follower of Srimati Radhika, you hear Radhe Radhe Boli Murali Dha Kibe Madhiya Ishwari Na Suniya Chamaki Utibe Dhasi Kemone Koribe Prana. First arrow. Radhe Radhe Boli. In our line, followers of Srimati Radhika, and then the soul becomes agitated. Agitation, ecstatic, what to do, where to go, where to find. And then senseless. That's how Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes it. Become senseless. And then when sense returns, then next sense, next flower means scent, fragrance. Vrindavan is fragrant. Everything is fragrant. So Krishna's fragrance, what is Krishna's fragrance? This is fragrance of Srimati Radhika and Krishna. Krishna's fragrance, sandalwood, kasturi, musk. But really it's kumkum from his meeting with Srimati Radhika. And his mood, Shama Sindhu Rasasya Vagaha. The love of Sham, it's the, therefore we pray. Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Smeraha Samurali Manohara Radhika Rasikamam Kripanidhi Swapriya Charanam Kim Karim Kuru. Make me a follower of the footsteps of Srimati Radhika. Make me her servant. Because that is Sham Sindhu Rasasya Vagaha. If I want to relish Sham Sindhu, the ocean of Sham Ras, Shringar Ras, I must take shelter of Srimati Radhika. So that fragrance coming from Sham Sundar is Sham Sundar in relation with Srimati Radhika. Otherwise, without radha-krishna together, there is no Sham. Understand? Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hari, Ram, Rama. Radharani is chanting Hare and she's thinking of Krishna. Krishna is chanting Hare and he's thinking of Radha. Radharani is chanting Krishna and she's thinking of Krishna. Krishna is chanting Krishna and he's thinking of Radha. They are inseparable. So if you want to approach Sham, you have to understand Srimati Radhika. So that fragrance coming is Jugal. Next, senseless. One by one, as the soul is developing that sambandha in the spiritual plane, we are aspiring for one lifetime. One lifetime, who knows? But we should understand the conception. Then, one by one. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes that, Krishna will come, approach, and begin to, welcome. In our Gayatri mantra, what are we doing? What are we doing? Idamasanam. Please take a seat. Prabhu Kripaya Swagatam Guru. Oh, please take a seat in my heart. Krishna has to reward this. You understand? Krishna says in the Gita, Ye yatamam prapadyante tamstathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushya parta sarvasaha. I reciprocate according to your puja. Krishna, take a seat. And Krishna's thinking, for so long you've asked me to have a seat. For so long you've given me a drink. For so long you've offered me a garland. For so long you have given me some sweet foodstuffs. Who anyone here has ever offered anything to Krishna? Ever did chamara? And Krishna's thinking, I have to reciprocate. I've given a promise. God is Satya Sankalpa. He must fulfill his promise. So he's thinking, Pushpavanaya, I must fulfill the promise. You're offering to me, I must offer to you, I must accept. So come. You've given, and that's what the gopis pray. I am giving you a drink. Let me taste your adaramrita, the nectar of your lips. Anything Krishna has tasted, prasad. That is prasad. Mahaprabhu would take prasad and pray, say sa Krishna ashvadan. Krishna relished this. Now we're taking his prasad. Therefore, he's blissful. People say, what is the difference between prasad and nice, tasty food? This is Krishna's remnants. So this is Pushpavanaya. To taste, this is fifth. To hear, to fragrance, scent. Then, what happens next? Sight, to see, darshan. To darshan. And then Radharani prays like this. Radharani is chanting Mahamantra and first praying, remembering Krishna, smaranam. Remembrance. First, remembrance. Then from Smaranam, remembering Lila, Hare Krishna. Remembering how Krishna Hare plays on his flute and calls her to the forest. This is Klim, playing of the flute. Radhe Radhe Boli, Krishna is singing. Radhe Radhe Boli. So Radharani is meditating. And then Krishna calls her to the forest. 5 flower arrows, pulling her. Then Krishna appears, fragrance. And then Krishna taking her hand. Come. You have offered me a seat in your heart. I will offer you a seat. Krishna is very merciful. You have given to Krishna, he will give you 10-fold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold, millionfold. This is Krishna. He is Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamadachyate Purnasya Udhaya Purnameva avashishyate. He wants to give you everything. He is omnipotent. Everything he can give. So you have given him one flower. He wants to give you a flower bed. So Krishna is calling Srimati Radhika, come, taking the hand. Come, Jai Radha Madhava Kunj Bihari, Jamuna Tire Bhanachari, walk with me along the bank of the Jamuna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. And meeting with Srimati Radhika, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Ramo, Hare Hare. So this is Gayatri Mantra, one by one by one by one by one. So we meditate on that and worship that, Sri Krishna. Pray to Sri Krishna and try to understand how we take shelter of Guru Pad Padma and Vaishnavas and we practice sadhana bhakti. We follow all Vaidhi to achieve that rag. So there's a process given and we follow until we can achieve that. But it's a very sweet process. Process is sweet and goal is sweet. Everything is sweet. If we understand what we are doing, why we are doing, so Krishna is leading us there. And we should understand that why is it said Ananga? Because saying Krishna, what is the form of the name? First comes name. Nam. First comes name. What is the form of the name? Krishna. Develop faith that Krishna and his name are different. Everybody together. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is Calm Gayatri. Calm Gayatri is not something static. It's bringing us to Krishna Lila. Radha-krishna together, Mahamantra Kam Gayatri 1. Mahamantra Kam Gayatri 1, meeting of Radha-krishna. But their Ananga means the form is in the name. So you chant this name and will bring you from Nam, then what? Krishna is only formless? No. Formlessness is secondary. Form is primary. Nam, when you chant the name, this is bring you to the form of Krishna. If you ask the gopis, what is superior, the name or the form? What would they say? What is superior, the name of your guru or the form of your guru? What is superior? One is bringing you to the form, but the form is superior. The form is primary. Without the form, what is the point? So Nam, Ananga Nam, what form? Krishna. Roop. And then Gun. Very beautiful qualities. Krishna's qualities, Madhuriya, his flute playing, his beautiful pastimes, his sweet interactions with his beloveds. Everything is most sweet, most sweet, most sweet. So from the Ananga we go to Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Nam, Roop, Gun, and ultimately Lila. Our Gurudev is manifesting Krishna Lila. Krishna Lila Hari Prakriti Sundari Vishtari Che Shobhavane Vishtari Che Shobhavane. So therefore the end of the Jaiva Dharma is telling us what? How to enter into Lila. What is superior? Form? You want to worship Krishna as a deity forever? How much time we have left? Okay. What do you want to worship? The name or the form? Or the qualities? Or the lila? One time the gopis, Krishna had hidden from the gopis and they were searching for him. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? And Krishna hid. Paitagam. I am Narayan. And he took up 4 arms and he was a statue, form. And one by one the gopis passed, and the gopis would ask, "Oh, dear Lord Vishnu, have you seen Krishna?" Their relation is with Krishna. So it said they saw Vishnu, but they were attracted to Krishna. So they asked, "Oh, dear Lord Vishnu, pranam." When they see Krishna, they don't offer pranam. You'll never see a picture of gopis offering Krishna pranam. But they said, "Oh, dear Vishnu, have you seen Krishna?" "I am form, I cannot speak." "I am Roop. So mantra my upasana. I am meditating on this scene. But Naam Roop, Gun, Leela. Leela is the aim." So Radharani, she came and said, "Oh," she didn't have to ask, "Have you seen Krishna?" Krishna could not control himself. He appeared as Krishna. He cannot hide there. So therefore, Naam, Roop, Gun, Leela. And, then we have to come to our stage and Sambandha Gyan. Relationship is there. We should understand Gayatri Mantra means now Achyuta Gotrasya. Relationship is established. Gurudev talks about this in his lectures. I am establishing your marriage with Krishna. Your sacred vows. Not marriage like we think of marriage. Marriage means Sambandha Gyan, relationship. Achyuta Gotra, I am in Krishna's family. We have to understand to transcend our conceptions of family, love, this and that, and understand relation with God is our natural state, and that is love, that is family, and according to our soul, we'll have that manifest and be realized. So that is being given by our Guru Varga through mantra. Sambandha Gyan, established. And then we follow the process of bhakti, shikshastakam, vidishamrita, manashiksha, Madhuri Kadambini, and we understand the process. But if we don't understand the goal, what is the use? Gurudev would say again and again and again, understand the goal. Then you can go on the process. So therefore we're praying to our Guru Varga to bless us that we can walk the path of sadhana bhakti very properly, very nicely under guidance of Hari Guru Vaishnav, never taking anything cheaply, but also not being afraid to practice and to chant and develop taste. Gurudev would say, in this lifetime, try to develop taste. Try to develop fixed faith, and try to develop taste. And therefore there's a process given. Upadeshamrita, Shikshastakam, very nice process given, very sweet process given. Cheto dharpanam arjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna sankirtanam. So taking the dust of the lotus feet of our Guru and Vaishnavas, praying for the service to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and taking the shelter of Mahaprabhu, understanding Mahaprabhu's desire, yata yata goda padada vinde vindeta bhakti krita punya rashi tata tatutsara prita hridya kasmad radha padamboja sudamburasi. Mahaprabhu is given this gift. Mahaprabhu said, take this treasure. I'm giving you this treasure. Take this treasure, open this treasure, and this treasure is yours. This treasure is yours for all of us, and not for everyone. And then Gare na jaibo, vane pravishivo, oli lara siratare, tyaji kula laj, bhaja bhajabaj, vinoda minati kore. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatribhya kripa sindhubhya cha, patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo.